Ahoy there, mateys, and welcome to the Random Encounters Guild in a session of Pirate Borg. Um, I will be your GM for this evening, sometimes known as Commander Dan, running Pirate Borg out of Foundry for the first time ever. We'll see how this goes. I've played in Foundry several times before, never run a game from Foundry, but it is pretty intuitive. Once again, I'm a member of the Random Encounters Guild, created by founder Scott, Guildmaster Scott, who is right now behind the scenes running our stream, making sure we've got some cool sounds from Sirenscape going on. Before we dive right in, let's look at the players we have on hand. We are waiting for one, Ned, to arrive, and we'll let him introduce himself when he does get here. But for now, let's go over to Kevin.
Good evening. I'm Kevin, one of the resident bigwigs over here at the Random Encounters Guild. Recently, up until the last couple of weeks, you could see me running our every other Sunday night game of Dragonbane. Now I'm taking a back seat to give myself a little Odin sleep on the Game Master side of things. You can find me on the socials as Mjolnir Press. And I'm going to toss the hot potato over to Austin.
Hi! How are y'all doing today? Yar! I'm Austin, not much of a bigwig as everyone else is. I just join games when I feel interested into the game, and this one I was very interested in. I watched Pirates of the Caribbean not too long ago, so I'm really interested in now. And I'm just the ghost of the party. That's how everyone knows me. That's it.
All right. And as I said, we do have one other player that should be here shortly, Ned. Before we do dive right in, you met Kevin. I mentioned Scott. I did want to point in, Kevin mentioned Dragonbane that he's run. We have several games at the Random Encounters Guild that we run. What's really cool and exciting here lately is that both Guildmaster Scott behind the scenes there and Kevin have developed a new gaming system, a new game mechanic that they call Chain Theory. And Kevin will be at Gen Con coming up here in August. And I think we were just discussing a moment ago off camera, there are maybe a few seats in one of the sessions still left.
Yeah, I think there's like 4 seats left in that session. And
Okay.
as with all Gen Con events, if you show up with some generic tickets and someone doesn't show up, then you can sit down and hang out. And if there's enough, people showing up, then I could always run a hallway game or something like that. I'll have the dice. It's, not really using maps or anything like that. So it's very easy to just set up a pickup game at a random table or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, tonight, once again, this is Pirate Borg. It's based on the Mort Borg game mechanic. I'm a big fan of this, in part because I like pirates, also in part because it's a fairly simplistic game system, which is good for somebody like me, especially that doesn't have a lot of GMing experience. But this takes place in what they call the Dark Caribbean. And just to give a quick overview of sort of the world that we're in, the Dark Caribbean is part of Earth, but it's not really our Earth as we know it today, us. In this world, magic is real. It's very dangerous. And basically the premise here is when Europeans settled the Caribbean, there were no living natives. But there were hundreds of ruins with treasure and magical artifacts just everywhere left behind. After the masses had immigrated and built huge settlements, undead, known as the Scourge, appeared. Millions of people died. And now the sea is polluted with derelict ships filled with cargo. And lastly, what's known as ash can be found, the ectoplasmic remains of destroyed undead. It was discovered to have extremely valuable properties, and our player characters, they would definitely know this. But anyway, if no one has any questions at this point, meaning my players,
No, go for it.
We'll dive right in. Okay, so you guys are on your ship, the Inferno, which is a sloop. There's three. It's a small ship, small enough that three of you are able to crew it pretty efficiently. You've sailed out of Nassau, hearing about some profit that can be made at Black Coral Bay. So you worked your way south, and then are going to come back towards the northeast a little bit just to come into the bay. And we're going to swap maps here. And I named their ship for them. I gave them the opportunity to name it something else, but
It was already perfect.
they didn't tell me. If anyone's in chat and wants to guess where I came up with the name Inferno, that'll be interesting. Because you might can figure that out. So as you're sailing down, you're sailing towards the southeast. You're probably about 20 nautical miles out from the bay or so. There's a lot of fog here. But you do notice, you look through the fog, and we're going to say Austin. Austin, as I recall, your character, Loki, he's the navigator, right? Or a navigator.
Yes, he is the navigator.
Manages to spot through the fog, just briefly, momentarily. You see it, and then you lose it. A ship to the northeast.
May I take out my spyglass to see if I can get a better look?
Yes.
Yay. Alright, let me see. Has no details of how far I can look to what I can see, but I assume just a bit better.
10, 11. Yes, you can. So we're going to say, all right, if you guys might have to zoom out on the map a bit, but I did just reveal this ship.
It's a boat.
Yeah. You make it out to be a tartane. You think it's probably a little smaller ship than yours, and you see the stern there, meaning it's sailing away from you. It's actually going towards Black Coral Bay. So the question now becomes, what would you like to do?
I like to vote Ned to be our captain.
Who's not here? You can do that if that's what Kevin opts for as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be acting captain while he's,
You'll be the
until he gets
you'll
here.
be the first mate.
Perhaps he's taking a nap in his quarters.
Yeah, I mean, he's a captain. He's got big thoughts. He's doing big captainy things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So acting captain Kevin, or your character Kevin, help me out here. How do you pronounce, or should I call your character Mimic? Because that's what I see in quotes there.
Yeah, you can do Mimic or Mr. Rise.
Yeah. So Mimic. What would
The
Mimic?
mystery of Mr. Rise.
So we'll say that Mimic decides, all right, this isn't enough to rouse the captain yet. So what would you choose?
Say
I'll tell you this, you get the impression that Austin or Loki gets the impression that they haven't seen you through all this fog. I mean, they're sailing away from you, so
I say we get a little closer, see if it's worth the effort to really close in and, wake the captain up. But we, use the fog to our advantage, get it closer, try and see if there's any good plunder.
All right. So they are sailing away. We're not going to call this combat yet. I'm going to move them one hex over. You guys can move 5, keeping in mind you can do 1 turn, or you get 2 turns, but can only turn 1 face of a hex per hex.
And I think you only need to turn once, so
yeah, correct. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Does it look like we are as fast as this ship or faster than the ship? Who do you, just looking at it, who do we think is faster, them or us?
In theory, you're both about the same speed,
Okay.
but there is a but. No, there's not a but. Sorry. I was about to say, actually, well, it is valid. You can travel at full speed when close to the wind, but so can this other ship. That, but
Because I
they
was gonna
don't
say if we
appear.
were
But they don't appear to be going very fast. They don't appear to have all their sails out.
Well, because I was gonna say if we had a significant like speed advantage, then instead of just coming up behind them, like
Right.
flank out and maybe be able to come at their from a good
Well,
angle or something like that.
you have crew actions. And one of those crew actions is full sail, which will allow you to move one extra hex. So you can move 6 instead of 5.
I'll say if we can get like at least half, I can take out my spyglass again and see if like what they have on like the front of the ship to see if it's any good or if they have any good items on them. If I can even
Okay.
see that.
I say
So
we can move the full 5 closer and see what we
okay.
can see from that better vantage point.
So here in Foundry, I think I set it up. If you want to move your own ship or even rotate it, you can. If not, I can do that for you. But
I'm sorry, but I'm too lazy to move.
Wow. Okay, there's
I'm only joking.
there
1,
we go.
2, come on, 2, 3. Actually,
Whoops.
yeah, it's the 5.
Yeah. Now, like I said, unless one of you wants to make a
There's
crew action of full sail, and you can move one more. Oh, there
Yeah,
is a role for that, though.
there's 2 boats on my screen for some reason. Never mind. I fixed it. It just got glitched.
yeah, I'll give it a try. What do I need to roll?
This is you're looking at your agility modifier, and you need it's a difficulty rating of 12.
All right, well, I was not the person to roll this with my -1 agility, but
I
19.
So there
that
you
worked.
go. So you get to move one extra hex.
There we go. Move that 1. All right. We able to see anything any better from here with our spy glasses? Because I have one too, so I can
Um,
pop it
you
out.
see several barrels on deck. Um, you're unsure if these are barrels of black powder, barrels of rum. Not sure.
Hmm. Can we see how many crew that
Barrels of
there are?
monkeys.
Barrels of ghosts.
Huh? What was that, Captain?
This in this case, you don't see any supernatural elements. This just looks like a regular crew of actually. You know what? I'm going to roll for it. But I'm going to. Let's see if I remember in Foundry. First of all, self roll.
Oh yeah.
Kevin, how do I do a DM roll here? I looked that up earlier and I forgot now.
Just change the little drop down menu where it says public roll. You
Yep.
change that to self roll, and just type the /R or click the die or whatever it is.
Okay.
I'm sure that there's a shortcut. It might be just like /SR or something like that. Here, let me try.
Whoops. D9 is not a valid. I'd like to roll a D9 if that's possible. I know that's not a regular die.
Oh, okay.
Nope, that didn't do it. All right, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to roll physical. Okay, well, that's funny. They have the same. You see 3 crew persons on deck.
Huh. Do you
There
think
you
we
go.
can win?
Are you asking me that?
I'm asking Kevin. He's the co-captain. I guess you could
With
play
a
for Ned.
with a good wind, we can win anything. A head full.
All right. So with that, they're still moving forward. So I'm going to take them forward another hex.
All right. Do we want to risk it?
Yeah, go for it. Move up that full 5, and you can try the crew action to move the extra hex.
All right, then I shall do the crew action. I have a +2 in agility, so I'm probably the better person to do this.
Yeah, I got lucky
Alright.
with my -1. We don't want to
What-
test the fates
I need
again.
to roll a d20, right?
Yep. D20 plus 2.
I will say this because this is relevant. You do not see them flying any colors.
Okay. That'll be a 15.
Whether you guys are flying any, I don't know.
I think that passes right. You said the DR was 12 for the crew action?
I'm sorry, for the to do
Crew action? Yeah, the full.
for
To
the
move
full
an extra
fail.
hex.
Yes, correct. So as long
Yeah.
as you're equal or above, yeah. So that would
Okay,
allow
so
you
we
guys
can-
to do 6.
We can move 6 then. Austin, you want to move us?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There.
All right. So I'm going to say at this point,
You see us.
they do. And we're going to say that I've dropped them into combat. I've dropped you into combat. And we're going to roll initiative. Whoops. I rolled your initiative. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to roll the other ship's initiative.
How dare you?
So can I undo that? Clear initiative. Let's just clear it. There we go. I will let you guys roll your own initiative. That would be the fair thing to do.
All right, Kevin. Do you want me to roll the initiative? Or do you want
can
to
roll it.
initiative?
I'll let you.
All right. I think you should have done it.
All right. So from here, this Tartane, we don't know the name of it. They are going to. Whoops. Sorry, I'm turning you guys. Wrong boat. There we
Stay
go.
on your own boat.
Come on. There we go.
They could
They're
turn
going
that
to
far.
go. Wait, what did I do? Did I turn 2? 1, 2. You're correct. Good call, Austin. I can't do that.
You're quite
But
welcome.
I can do this. I can do this. And then do this. And then do this.
And then fire at us. We sink.
And they are going to take, yes, a crew action. And fire. So let me see. All right. So here's where I'm working my way through Foundry a bit, guys. This is, I think I've targeted you.
Yep.
And now I need to go to, no, broadsides, crew action. Roll. Here we go. And that is a hit.
Oh,
Yay.
So let's roll some damage.
very two different reactions.
So where does that put you guys at in terms of? Because yeah, basically, if you look at your hull, I believe it is, it's equivalent of hit points. No, sorry,
Yeah, it's
hull
just
is
hit
like
points.
hull is like armor. Your hit points are hit points. Yeah. So yeah, so you have 30 hit points. You took 2 points of damage from their broadsides.
All right.
Hang on, I can do one more. So after doing that, they are going to do. Yeah, now that they realize you're on their tail, they're going to do full sail. And they succeed. All right, but their turn is done.
All right. How do you want to handle this, co-captain?
I'm guessing that we have to turn to be able to shoot them with our cannons.
Yes, correct. Because
We don't have no front
somewhere
cannon.
you basically, if you just turn
Yeah,
forward,
we can
if
just
you go
move
north,
one and then
that's
turn to the
that's
side.
enough. Because basically, it's according to Pirate Borg rules, it's like a 45-degree angle from the side of the ship.
Okay. So, no. So we just do this. Technically, can we move up, or do we just stay in this space?
No, you can't. In fact, you have to move at least one hex.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
can move up there.
All right. Now we can fire at them.
Unless you want to drop anchor.
No, I don't think we want to drop anchor.
And if they go into that direction, then we could possibly ram them. Which
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We
hurt
just
us.
right into them.
It's kind of like a double-edged sword. We can either hurt us or it can hurt them.
I think it hurts both of us.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna fire, and I can try repair maybe.
We cannot repair during combat. We could do it after combat.
Oh, look at you.
I'm not sure even I do that. Repair. Ship recovers. A ship can only recover up to. Where do you see that, Austin? Even I don't see that.
I'm pretty sure I saw that in the rule book or the rules that you gave us.
Because under crew action, clicking on the button, it says ship recovers D6 HP or repairs misfired cannons.
Yeah.
I guess I misread it then.
Yeah, no, I think you can still, if you want to use that as one of your crew actions, I think you can still work on repairs.
All right, yeah, let's do that. Makes it more simple on us.
All right, shoot her.
I appreciate that reference.
I like the idea of you repairing me doing that. Okay, how do I click on crew action for it?
Yeah, click on crew action, and then there should be a roll button that you can click.
Okay, which? Get him with your hooks. Border side. And I click roll, like you said.
I would assume so.
All right. Miss. Oh man.
Oh, you missed. That's a shame.
All right. I'm assuming we can't do anything more.
All right.
Let me try my repair. Yay, failure.
Oh.
Okay.
What do you need to do for a repair? I'm kind of wondering what you need to do, like what's repaired. Do you have like a special skill for it, or
just start hammering stuff?
Got it. Okay.
Make the hole not be a hole anymore.
All right. I just looked per Pirate Borg rules. It says to re-roll initiative every round.
Cool.
So I'm going to re-roll initiative. At least I think I did.
I think you need to clear the initiative first. Then.
Oh, you guys can't. Okay, gotcha. There we go.
Yay, we got an 8.
Which means you guys get to go first.
All right.
Shoot her.
Can we hold on? If I read this correctly, we can only do border side once.
You can correct. Attack with. Hang on, stand by. Yeah, just one set of broadsides. If I'm reading this correctly.
Okay, that's what I thought I was reading correctly.
Trying to double check that. Also, for anyone watching, while I've run Pirate Borg before. This is the first time we've attempted any kind of naval, or I've attempted any kind of naval combat.
So,
Because it says here, attack with each one of the ship's broadside attacks. A PC
Well, I
can only
saw that.
can
Yeah.
make PC can make only a PC can only add their bonus to one attack. But this action may be chosen by more than one PC if the ship has multiple attacks. So I guess does
technically,
the ship have multiple attacks?
well, you would be the extra attack dice, I think.
Yeah, no, but like if we're not, because this is, do we like have to spend a round to reset, like reload, or is it, we start a new round, so we, we're considered.
He's taking cruise. I'm sorry, Kevin, where were you seeing what you're seeing? What I'm looking at under crew actions, each action can only be chosen once per turn. Larger ships have attack actions that may be taken multiple times. Neither one, nor you guys, nor the ship you're in battle with are larger ships. They're small ships.
Yeah, but we started a new round, so does that count? Because it's a new round, are we considered having reloaded the cannons so we can do another broadside, or do we have to spend an action to a turn to reload? Because I'm not seeing that as a crew action.
No. Yeah, no. Reloading. It doesn't say anything about reloading as a crew action. So basically, every turn, right? When it's your turn, you can fire. Next turn, fire again. Next turn, fire. Yeah, you don't have to worry about doing a crew action for reload.
So technically, we could do broadside and then small arm.
Right. In terms of the role play going on here, I would presume that firing broadsides, that involves reloading the cannons, firing, off you go. That all of that is within the same action.
Oh, hey,
So
Ned's
then,
here.
hey, welcome. So then I guess you could do the broadsides and I could do the small arms, and then all the firing of guns will wake up the captain, and he'll come running up and be like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
Oh, there's Ned, the
Yep.
captain. Hey, Ned, if you haven't heard, hang on. Where's your character? Your character is J.J. Jones, if I remember right. So Captain J.J.
Yeah, we nominated you as captain. Without your knowledge. And so we cannot hear you.
Oh, I was about to say I might not can hear him because I may need to turn him up, but no, he's already turned up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear him saying anything.
Yeah, he's turned up. He's turned up on my as far as Ninja's concerned. Can I?
He's in the call, and he's on.
Yeah, Ned, we see you in the call, but none of us can hear you. And I see that you're in Foundry.
I see him in Twitch.
I do too.
Oh, technology.
Oh, so great.
But yeah, as you guys were mentioning while we're waiting for Ned to see if he can work out his tech issues. Yeah, you in a way you can get 2 shots off in terms of firing the ship's broadsides and then fire small arms. Whether the small arms you have on you or just presumably there would be some on the ship.
So yeah, I'll do the broadside.
Yes, you can.
So technically, we could do 1 broadside and then possibly 2 small arms for 2 people.
Yeah, probably.
Or could we do 2 broadsides and then 1 small arms?
Sure, why not? For as long as your character has small arms.
Yeah, I don't have small arms.
Neither do I. So.
And only 1 leg. It's Not
Because
great.
let me see. Hang on, your ship. Let me pull that back up. Wait, anchor. Small arms. No, that's still gonna. I'm sorry. That's still gonna count as a crew action. I think the way it's set up here. In other words, one person who's acting as the bosun, if you will, would fire broadsides, and then somebody else would fire small arms.
Okay, that's what I was wondering how it works.
And the captain, and the way this is supposed to work, the captain, now that he's here, would specify where you're going to move. And like I said, unless you're anchored, you do have to move at least one hex.
Right. But I can turn how many times?
Yep.
Twice?
You can move twice, but only one hex face per hex, if that makes sense. If you want to, we were talking about that earlier. If you want to use a crew action, you can turn, which one is that? Come about. You can rotate an extra hex face within a hex if you think that gains you something, but that does take a crew action to do it.
Okay.
And the way, right off here, each ship's turns, the captain uses their action to move the ship, its speed in hexes, and then non-captain player characters take one crew action each.
Okay.
Okay, so then we can only do a broadside and a small arms. We wouldn't be able to do two of them because the captain is
right
telling us what to do.
Yeah, shipping things.
So you know, Captain, we may be ramming them if they go fast enough, or they might ram us if we go too fast. Either we're going in the same direction.
No worries. That's why I'm the captain.
You sound so confident in your captainness, Captain.
Is it my turn then?
Yeah, if you want to move
Okay.
us.
Okay, so actually I want to... All right.
And just for tickles and grins, the fog finally lifts, and then it starts to rain instead.
How do you turn?
Control with
yeah, or if you got a Mac
control.
command.
All right, I got
it. Should we tell him about the hexes? Should we explain that yet?
In terms of, well, you're going to go towards a face. In other words, Ned, you would go, you go in that direction, or you could go in this direction.
Can I use the... Right, that's the direction I want to go.
Okay.
So I can move.
Yep.
And then one...
So you've turned once. You can move a total of 5, but you don't have to move. I mean, you can move less than that. But like I said, unless you're anchored, you got to move at least one hex.
All right. So, all right. Maybe.
And they're out of our range, out of our broadsides now, too.
Iffy. They probably are. But if you moved one more hex, they would be within range.
Yes.
It's 45 degrees from the port or starboard of the ship.
Right. But if I turn again, or can I only turn once?
You can only
turn a hex.
You can only turn one time within a hex.
Okay, so now I can turn again and go.
Correct. Did you turn in the previous? I'm sorry, I've already forgotten. Did you turn in the previous hex? Okay, so yes, so you could turn again in this hex.
All right, so I want to turn because it's not letting me turn.
I want you to turn
to
this
go
way.
north. There we go. Yeah.
No, the other way. There you go. And then
Yeah, I'd say even at that hex, you'd be in range. But yes, you can move again if you like.
Yeah, I think that should be good for you guys to hit, right?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
All right, then I shall do
Well,
my
fire away.
Do
Miss.
I need to? Okay.
Yes. Missed again.
I think I'm gonna go to physical dice.
You guys, that'll be all right. I'm cool with that.
What type of dice is it?
D20.
What, D20. All right. Which is also -1 to skill. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So with that, even so, even if you missed, these guys are a bit spooked. So they're going to take their turn. They're going to go one. They're going to make another turn. Two, three, four. Because on the previous turn, they ordered full sail. 5. They can't fire broadsides at you, but they are, as they run, going to fire small arms.
Well, they're
Dare
still
they
in
run
range.
away and shoot at us?
I mean, they're still in range for our bronze side and stuff.
Here we go. Roll.
I think.
And they missed. Yeah, they're frantically just the three of them, or at least a couple of them. Yeah, they're pulling out flintlocks and just trying to fire and stuff. But they're tucking tail and running at this point.
All right. So is it our turn now?
Well, we re-roll.
Re-roll.
Gotta re-roll that inish.
So let me clear initiative. Give me just a moment. There we go.
Captain, how about you roll our initiative? Arr. You go to combat encounters and hit the little D20 right there.
Oh, yeah. The two swords that crisscross.
I rolled a 5.
Rolled the 5. Okay, so I rolled an 8. So once again,
And just as a reminder, any of those items along the top on the right side, if you right click on it, it'll pop the window out. So like you can have the combat tracker out and still have the chat up at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Gotcha. And actually,
cool. Thank you, Kevin.
There we go. Yeah, thank you for that too, because I was going back and forth as well.
Yeah, it's annoying.
All right, so this ship you guys are attacking, they're going to keep on trucking. They're going to actually try to fire small arms at you. And they miss again. But off they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so they're still in our range for our bronze side, surprisingly.
They are, yeah, because 12 hexes is within range for broadsides.
All right, I'm gonna roll physical dice for this one because Virtual has not been kind to me. That is an 18, so 17. That hits.
Yep.
All right.
How do you roll damage?
Then for damage, that will be. Let me pull up the stats on your ship.
I think a D6.
Yeah, 1d6.
Yep.
5.
All right. I will go in and
I like these dice better.
That was a good hit. Whoops. That's not the right one. Here we go. That puts them at Well, you don't know what that puts them at.
Does it put them at sinking level?
5 less. That's what it puts them at.
Yes, 5 less than they were.
Aye, Captain, I think we should follow them.
I need to rethink.
Hey,
Okay.
Kevin, do you think
So-
you can do it? Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm running out of. We're going towards the edge of my map here. Well, that's okay. We'll keep doing
You could
that.
just move us to the other corner and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these are 50 feet, and like I said, you guys were still about 20 nautical miles out. So yeah, I'm just gonna move. Whoops.
Wrong ship.
you can move
Nope.
us that close. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
I meant to
And
wait. What just
then-
happened? I'm seeing 2 infernos now. What did I just do?
When you and another person clicked on Inferno. it
Yeah,
popped up on the
I was moving it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was doing the movement.
That's weird. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, it should be.
There we go. Yeah, if you guys would let me move. So hang on though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're about
Wait,
6
no.
hexes away.
That was way too far.
And then
actually.
once you're
No. Hang on. It's all right.
You could
It'll be okay.
you could select and drag both of them at the same time.
I got you.
So this way it would.
I'm just
Keep our
repositioning them on the
distance.
map, so we still have some water here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that's correct. Okay.
okay. So and then if I do one turn to the right, that'll give you broadside, right?
Yes.
So is there a way to use the scroll button to turn?
Yes, it's control and
Yeah, hold down the control
Yeah.
key and you can do
Um,
it. Or
The
command.
way
okay.
I do it, on my end, yeah, as well. Command key for me, and then I use the scroll on my mouse.
All right, so broadside again, or didn't we already win?
It should be a new round, right?
Oh, yep. And you guys have initiative.
Cool. All right. Then small arms and broadside, like usual.
Small arms. Yay!
I
All
was
right.
a 5, so I failed. I missed.
Oh, let me get back in the.
We were able to hit with small arms and did 3 points of damage.
There you go. Let me make sure that did. Yeah. All right. So they are still going to. Well, they can't fire their cannons and they want to get away. So, but they are going to fire. I mean, they're just frantically. Hang on. Let me see if I can target you guys. No. Close. There we go. So now small arms. Boom. Roll. Oh, they hit you this time.
Oof.
For a couple of points of damage. And from here, they are going to continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, hang on. They are going to full sail. Let's see if they get to go 1 extra hex. Nope. They do not.
So as a captain, do I
So there-
still also get a crew action?
You do not. The captain uses their action to move the ship its speed in hexes.
Okay.
I would say the way that would be, I don't know, it specifies here, but certainly it makes sense. If at some point you guys weighed anchor to where you're not moving anymore, then I would say at that point, yeah, the captain could use their crew action for one of the other actions.
Right. Okay. All right. So, can someone give me a full sail?
Yeah. Da-da-da. Sail. Roll. Success!
Crit success.
Wow. Oh, hang on.
Does that give me
should
2 movements?
hang on. The GM decides the outcome for other crew actions, if any. Okay. So yeah, critical success. I'm gonna say, what would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna let you go ahead and move 8. Total of 8.
Ooh.
8 hexes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Still only 2 turns.
Okay.
If you even need any turns at all.
Okay.
2 hexes short of ramming into them. Darn.
I thought about doing something really crazy and letting you go a little more, but I think 8's generous.
Oh yeah, it's
8 is very generous.
no complaints.
Yeah.
Alright. New round, right?
I believe it is clear initiative. Clear initiative. Uh-oh. So that is, oh no, you guys rolled an 8. Yeah, so you're going first.
Alright. Harder side.
Want to ram them?
Nah, not just yet. Let's try to save that.
Okay.
Because yeah, remember, I mean, one of your crew acts, yeah, you can ram. There's also boarding party. It says if touching
Yeah, we could do a
another-
boarding party.
Yeah, if touching another ship, you don't necessarily have to ram them, right? If you could get
Yeah, you can get
To
right
where-
next to them. Yeah.
right.
So if we can get up next to them, do you want to board them?
I'm
Yeah,
down
might as
for that.
well. I'll go over there with my 1 hit point. Let's do this. my,
He's
one-
not joking. He has literally one hit.
I didn't know you were.
my 1 hit point in my no ranged weapons.
Alright.
We'll hold up on that.
Yeah, it's not a good combination. so.
I watch out for my crew.
Border side. Let's see if we hit. Miss.
How do you keep missing especially at this range? You guys, you need some serious cannon training.
I need some glasses. That's what.
But
I'm
clearly, you do well with the small arms.
But I inflict no damage, so it's okay.
How did you inflict 0 damage?
Because I rolled 1 damage and their armor negated it.
Oh.
All right. So they're starting to get a little desperate here. So they're gonna move their hex. They're gonna turn, going in the same direction.
Can you turn twice? Because you move the hex and then turn twice.
Oh, I did turn twice. Sorry about that. No, wait. I didn't turn twice, did I? Because that's a single turn.
Yeah, that's a single turn.
Yeah.
From this face to the yeah.
Oh,
one face
okay.
to the next face. Yeah, for each hex, you get right 1 turn.
I think just the angle that it was at was awkward.
So we're going to. I think you guys are targeted now. So now they're going to fire broadsides. They're getting desperate, and they miss, but they're still going to try for small arms, which is about all they can do. Oh, and they hit for 2 points of damage.
How badly hurt do they look?
Give me on their character a What would that be? That would be presence roll.
Presents?
I have a +1 on that.
I have a 0 for that.
Hang on. Let's
I
make
got
sure
a -3, so
let's make sure your
my
GM
presence
knows
is terrible.
what he's talking about. Yes, perceive. So yes, that's a presence roll.
All right, Kevin. You get the +1.
No, I have a +0 for presence.
Oh, okay. And then neither one of us can roll, I guess. So I always have a +0.
I mean, we could
I got a
roll.
-3. So either of you two can roll.
I'm going to try. Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
A 5. Which I doubt works.
Yeah, you can't tell what kind of shape they're in, really. Does anybody else want to try?
Sure, I shall try. That is a 12.
Yeah, you think their hull is in pretty bad shape. Almost, maybe the integrity of it's nearly half gone.
Tenuous barter side, then. Wait, is that our turn?
I believe, assuming I haven't lost track, it should be, yeah. I don't think we're in the next round yet.
All right, then we're going to go with
Oh,
another
wait.
barter.
No, we would be in the next round. Excuse me.
Okay, so next initiative then.
Because you guys went first. Let me, clear initiative.
We go again.
Yep. Oh, wait. No, you don't. Well, you may, but I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, it's even.
It's a tie. But ties actually go to the players.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
All right.
I remember reading that. That is actually specified.
That is a 15 plus or -1, so 14.
You doing a broadside?
Yep, broadside.
Okay.
Intermit.
So that would be, you need to roll some damage. Once again, I think that was that D6? Is that what we said? Yep.
Yeah, D6.
Yep. That is a 6 max damage.
Oof.
6. All right. So, at that point, are you guys doing anything else your turn?
Might as well do small arms.
Yeah.
Nope. Fumble.
Oh, a fumble. This will
Fumble.
be fun.
All right, small arms misfire. Must be repaired before they can fire again.
Kevin.
So there
Hey.
you go.
I'm the only one that's been hitting. So
All
I
right,
hate
so I
it
can-
too.
Even so,
don't hate.
these guys, you can't help but notice they start running up some colors, and it's a white flag.
Oh, so they surrender.
No, they're putting the flag there so it's easier for us to shoot them. Shoot here! Shoot here! All right, let's go over there and see what booty we got.
I'm gonna say, even though we're doing that, yeah, that's still an action. That's a move. We're still in combat here.
Okay, so we need to move back then and do it in the actual way.
Well, I had plenty of movement to get there.
Oh yeah,
But-
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So we're gonna say you're side by side, that you're docked with the ship.
Hey Kevin, how about you
And-
stay on the ship just in case if they attack?
Okay, I'll stay on the ship. I'm okay
I'll
with that.
lead the charge.
So, are you going over to this other ship?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll lead the charge.
Okay. All right.
I'll follow you. I'll follow your lead, Captain.
We'll say you go over. Yeah, the hull's in pretty bad shape. In fact, you're not sure how much longer this ship might stay afloat, but you don't see any of the three guys there. They're not up. They're not on the upper deck.
Ow!
I'll hunt
Where
them
did everybody
down.
go? Let's go check the lower decks.
And
And
there's there's at least 3 that you saw on deck. You never saw any more than the 3.
all right, with bearing pins that I have for my melee, I'm gonna go check the captain's quarters.
All right.
And I'll have my pistol out as well.
Okay. So wait, who's going where?
I will be going into
Well,
the
I'll have
captain's
his
quarters.
back as he checks out the captain's quarters.
All
Hey,
right. So
can I do
Austin,
that sneakily? Because I'm technically like a rogue type.
reset. Oh, that's what I should have been hitting before altogether. All right. Remove combatant. And give me just a moment here. So we have we got Loki. Whoops, I didn't do something right. All right, Kevin, how do I drag characters into the combat tracker?
Probably just drag the character, right?
Yeah, you should be able to just drag it on.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that from the token you gotta toggle combat, but I don't know. Can you pull the actor
Hang on.
directly?
Let me try this a different way. Nope, that still didn't get it.
Yeah, if you highlight the token and right-click on it, you should be able to hit the attack, and that should activate the combat tracker for the toggle combat state.
Whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, now we know all the secrets.
Hang on. Tell me again, Ned, because I don't immediately see how to.
Okay, if you right-click on the token, in the lower right-hand side should be the 2 swords and shield. Right?
Yep, stand by. No, I do that, and I'm seeing view character artwork, view token artwork, configure ownership, export data, import data, delete, duplicate.
No, from the token itself,
Oh.
not in the actor's.
Yes, from the token itself.
Oh,
drag
so
the token
drag
in?
yeah, gotta drag it onto the map and then.
I got to drag it onto the map. I see.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. So hang on, which is sort of. There we go. Sort of silly, but because you guys are not in the ocean.
Are you sure?
So if you right-click on the yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Ah, I forgot.
Yep, I get what you guys are. I get what you guys are saying now. All right. So yeah, I don't have a map necessarily for these ships. So I need some enemies. No.
Hey Kevin, how do you rename pieces?
The tokens?
Yeah.
I don't think we can. I think you could just rename your actor.
Oh, there we go. Figured it out.
Oh, we do have the ability. Yeah, just if you right click on it and go to the little gear icon.
I'm sorry, you guys bear with me just a moment here. This is where I knew I would get into trouble a bit, just being unfamiliar.
No, take your time. It's all good.
With Foundry, I'm looking for. I know there's some here.
Want to take a break while you're figuring this out?
Somewhere. That's a good idea. Yeah, where are we at? 9:30? We could do that. Quick break. Yep. No, this is where I'm going to find. We'll be back in 5 minutes, guys, while I find some NPCs for these guys to deal with. All right, we be back. In the middle of some ship combat here, or actually, well, it's about to turn to melee, I think. So, Austin, you ran into the captain's cabin, correct?
Yes.
All right, so you see here on the and these tokens once again, you guys are on the ship, not nor are these guys actual naval officers, but just crew on the ship. You find one in the captain's cabin, and actually, we're going to do this. Let's just go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm scared to roll initiative. Can someone roll my initiative for me? I'm scared to roll it myself. Oh, thank you.
There you go. So you two guys from the Inferno get to go first. Now, with that said, you don't know where the other two are. Austin has discovered one of these guys in the captain's cabin with his flintlock drawn, ready to fire.
Oh. Hey, Captain, I say you should meet the captain.
You don't necessarily know he's a captain. He just happens to be in the captain's cabin.
You raised the white flag, so drop your weapons.
Is that your action?
Yeah.
Is that all you're going to do?
Well,
how about you, James?
Now, as far as actions go, does talking complete a full action, or am I
talking can be a free action? Yeah. In fact,
So
we'll say that you say that, and well, I can't say what I'm thinking. He screams some profanity at you, and he looks like he's about to fire.
Can I ready to shoot if he decides to shoot? Okay.
Yeah, I mean they sent up the flag of the flag of surrender, but at the same time, it looks like they're not going to go down without a fight.
Can I roll a
or at least it looks like this guy's not going to go down without a fight.
Could I say a threat to him? Like roll for like a bluff or persuasion?
Sure, you can try something. Oh, well. So you're going to try to persuade him.
Well, more like a bluff. Threaten, more like.
Intimidate?
Sure. That would once again be a presence roll.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to call this a difficulty rating. He's not going to be easy to persuade, so that's going to be a difficulty rating of 14.
14, all right.
You can do it.
19.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
So what do you say to him?
If you fire off your weapon, my crew in my captain's ship will fire off the cannons on this ship. You sink, we all sink. We're all dead. Right. Going to Jimmy Jones' locker. So
he cautiously, he takes his flintlock. Man, I should have got mine. He takes it, right? He holds it up, cautiously lays it over on the captain's desk, and he says, "This is not going to end well for you when Captain Davies finds out."
Who's Captain Davies?
He just sort of looks at you surprised, like, who's Captain? He's the pirate you need to be concerned about in these waters.
Thank you for the haste notice.
So, but he does. You convince him. He lays his flintlock down. He's got his hands in the air. Now, with that said, you don't know where the other two guys are yet.
Where's the rest of your crew?
He's like, I don't know. Hiding. There's in the hold on the forecastle deck. No idea.
All right.
I'm not the captain.
Could I walk up to the captain's desk and grab his flintlock?
Yes.
I'm going to grab his flintlock so I can just have it.
Okay. And if you want, you know what? You can add that to your inventory. or
Okay.
I can add it to your inventory. But
That'd be great. Thank you. I don't know how to do
So
that.
you need to turn around with your hands up, and then I clock him on the back of the head with the back of the flint and knock him out.
all right, we'll say you do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. So
All right. So now we need to find the other two.
oops.
Which most likely are at the lower deck. Because you said we didn't see him at the upper deck, right?
You didn't see him. You didn't see anybody. Yeah.
Alright. Is there a way to, like, jump down to the lower deck without using the stairs?
No, you'd have to go. I mean, not really. You'd have to.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you could just jump down there, I guess. But that would be a roll. You might break a leg or something. You might as well just use the gangway.
Fine, okay. I was wanting to do, like, a sneak attack thing.
Well, what about the crates entrance, where they
For
load the crates in?
for cargo and such, yeah. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
covered. You'd have to open it.
So, wouldn't be worth it.
It's got a grated cover. Yeah, wooden grate over it.
Alright, let's just go through the stairs. Be lame.
Okay. So we'll sneak down the steps.
Yeah, we'll sneak down there. If they surprise us, they surprise us.
Okay. You sneak down. You still don't see anyone.
Alright.
Okay.
Can I roll for presence to see if I can hear or possibly see something?
Sure. We'll
Alright.
call that once again a 14 difficulty rating.
Alright. $15.
There you go. You think towards the front of the ship, you hear some movement up there, maybe behind some of the crates and barrels.
Hey, Captain. I think there's somebody behind those barrels and crates. Loki moves up to the crate sneakily. Because
I'll stand out and kind of be a distraction and say, come out now and drop your weapons. Otherwise, you'll just burn with the ship.
so I have this ability called Sneaky Bee.
So you see, I'm sorry, go ahead, Austin.
I have this ability, or passive ability, Sneaking Bee. When sneaking from the shadows or when sneaking, I use agility, difficulty rating 12. If it's on a success, I deal a crit hit.
Okay, so you're going to make an attack to him?
Yes.
Because for this round, you have not yet made an attack. If you want to do that, yeah. Because we are in combat mode.
I shall make an attack. That is a 17.
All right, there you go.
I guess that's also plus whatever my agility is, too.
Your attack successful. Can you do some damage?
All right. What's the weapon I have? It's...
Did you use the belaying pin? Is that what you used?
Belaying pin? Yeah. I guess.
It's a 1d4.
Right, 1d4. That is a 4. Max damage.
There you go. So that is, yeah, you hurt him pretty good. In fact, we'll say you knock him out unconscious.
Sweet.
So the other one, we'll say, we'll just go ahead and come out of combat. He doesn't appear to be armed. He holds up his hands. He asks, "What have you done with our captain?"
He's upstairs, Doctor. He's taking a little nap. Let's say that.
He says he wasn't the captain.
He goes, oh. It doesn't offer anything else.
Can I torture him?
You get the impression that they don't want to tell you who the captain is.
I'm Spartacus.
Hold on. Question. Could I tie him up and then torture him for answers?
Sure.
All right. I tie him up. I'm gonna take one of my banging pins and put it in between his fingernails and his toenails.
Nice.
Trigger
Okay.
warning.
How effective that is? How effective is it?
Yeah, he doesn't like it. And in fact, hang on. I think it's time to pull up some Pirate Borg tables here.
Oh, there's a table for torture, huh? Okay.
I don't know about that, but there's a table for stopping a pirate can be dangerous to your health.
Oh, okay. I'm not too worried about it, but
So all right, so you torture him. So are you asking him anything?
yeah, I'm asking him, who's your real captain? The one upstairs told us about the name that I cannot remember at the moment. What did he say?
Davies
Captain Davies, yeah.
or Dave?
Give us more information
Davies.
about Captain Davies.
Nah, he's tight-lipped about that. He's like, no. He says he's not here, but we operate for him. And if he finds out about you guys, it's not going to be pretty.
All right. Well, I'll take back my pin.
Was he on the ship?
Are you asking him?
Yeah.
It's like, no, he wouldn't be on this ship. When you see his ship, you'll
Oh.
know.
Oh, big ship. Got it. All right. I move back one of the cannons. Open the little window thing. And I pick him up. Drag him to the window. If you do not want to give us more information, then I guess you could just swim with the fishes then. And I hold him a little bit further out towards the window. Does he say anything? I mean, he's tied
Nope.
up too.
Nah, he's not. No.
All right. Now,
So
I mean,
the one that's
he's
unconscious on the ground.
Yeah.
The one that's unconscious on the ground. I take my pistol and I blow his head off.
okay.
You'll be next.
all right.
Doesn't go that violent, but all right.
We'll say you do that. He says, you know, you can shoot me, but if the captain finds out that if Davies finds out that we let you take this ship, whatever he does to me is going to be worse than what you do to me.
Well, Loki, it's time for him to meet Davy Jones.
Yep. I take one of my pins and stabs both of his shoulders and his legs so that he can't swim back up to the surface. And then I just let him drop and drown.
All right. I'm liking the direction this is going. All right. So you've offed two of these guys. You've still got the one that's in the captain's cabin.
Quarters. Yeah. Should we just go ahead and off him too?
Let's go ahead and grab him
So,
and
let me
walk him to the edge of the ship.
let me convey this to you. This Captain Davies they're talking about, right? They fear this guy, and they're telling you, they've told you already, right? If he finds out about you guys taking the ship. One of the ships in his operation. And like I said earlier, it's not going to be pretty.
Do they have any gunpowder by chance?
Let's find out. Somewhere there is
they
a
won't
cargo.
know they lost a ship if they can't find the ship.
Mm-hmm. Exactly what I was thinking.
How many cargo slots are on this ship? There are.
And if the barrels are marked with his signature, we could just mark
one.
him out.
Special cargo D12. We're gonna roll for it. We're gonna see what they got. Golden coins and treasures worth 1,000 silver pieces. In addition, I told you guys saw some barrels. We're going to say that those are barrels of rum and that there are a total of 6 of them.
All right. I say
Okay.
let's take all of that, and if it has the captain's markings on it, we try to scratch it out as best as we can, so that if people try to buy it from us, they won't know who it's technically from.
You don't see any type of branding or markings on the barrels or on the crates that had the coins and treasure in it.
All right, just want to make sure. Leave no trace behind.
Okay, so I'll get our other crewmate to start carrying stuff over. The gunpowder will set at the
Is there any gunpowder?
near the hull of the ship.
No,
Down at the
I don't think I said there was any. Well, they would have gunpowder for their weapons,
Cannons.
yes.
Okay,
But
yeah.
All
right, then.
But they didn't appear to be. They would only have what they need for their own ship. They didn't appear to be transporting it, transporting extra.
Then let's use the barrels to blow up the ship after we get all the stuff off of it
Mm-hmm.
and into our ship to show that.
And the last guy will just tie to one of the barrels.
Oh, I like that idea.
All right,
Bye-bye.
so you do that. You're going back over to your ship, I presume, after transferring this cargo. I assume, Kevin, you're going to help them do that at least a little bit.
Yeah, I'll help them move everything over.
Even with your peg leg, right? Kevin's breathing heavy. It's like, this stuff's heavy.
And I have a strength of 0. I have a strength of 0.
I have a strength of -1.
All right. So wait, what are you going to let the ship's pretty badly damaged?
I mean, even though it's badly damaged,
it's not sinking yet. Let's put it this way: after you went over there and got a good look at it, you saw that after maybe a couple more broadsides that that'll sink the thing.
But I really want to blow it up.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, we're gonna light the.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll set up a fuse on it and light the fuse, giving us time to get off the ship while he's screaming, trying to blow it out.
All right. That's fair. We'll go ahead. I'm not going to make you roll for that. We'll go ahead and say that, yeah, that's successful. You blow enough of the ship out that it does start to sink.
And what they don't know won't hurt them, right?
Right.
With all of that said, we're going to say the rain finally stops. And from here, are you going to keep sailing to Black Coral Bay, or what you going to do?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I would say that's where we were heading originally.
Sure.
So let's go.
All right. So with that, we're going to.
But I do have a sinking suspicion that
this
That's where the
map.
captain lives.
Whoops, that is not the map I wanted. Where is it? Oh, this is right.
I'm
All right, so
thinking,
you
if
come.
anything, we can probably put a little thought into if we have to deal with Captain Davies, put a little thought that if we did see the ship, that it was under attack by someone else.
All right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
that
have to roll
works.
probably good bluff.
So you sail in to this town at Black Coral Bay. You notice, and if you look at the image here, over to the left, a fairly large looking galleon that you can't help but wonder, based on what these guys told you, is Captain Davies' ship. You do see a few other, there are actually, let's see, 3 other smaller ships docked in port, and you guys come in, you dock your sloop, the Inferno. And from here, it's a matter of what you want to do. We are approaching 10 o'clock. This might be a good stopping point, or you could explore maybe the tavern and we could see where that goes. But
Loki would like to look for the closest salesperson so that we could just go ahead and sell off all the loot that we have. So that the faster we sell it, the faster we don't get caught. That's what I'm saying.
You could do that. Yeah, you could come in. Actually, as you come in, though, you notice a rather stately looking gentleman on the docks that sees you coming in. I don't know if you see his token.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll
Actually, let's get some of your characters out here. Hang on. Where'd you guys go? Actors. There we go. Oh, it did this before. This is weird. Hang on. Who did I put here?
That would be me.
Oh, did you guys drag your own? No, you did not. Okay.
No.
Okay. Jay Jones.
Yeah,
we can't put our own.
for some reason.
And then where are you? Yeah, I may need to look into that. Mimic. Yeah. Now I forgot this, Ned. I remember looking at this in terms of doing tokens on the map versus where they are in the actor slot. I'll have to look at that later. I'm not going to do that now. So yeah, you guys, do you start unloading cargo at this point?
Yes, as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
have them unload the cargo while I'm talking to the stately man.
Okay. Yeah, he actually starts coming over to you guys and he says, "Welcome to Coral Town. I'm the governor, Claude Barlett. What brings you to our town?"
To sell and re-equip our ship, get some repairs done, and have some booze.
Well, that sounds
And maybe some women.
Well, we have that as well. Be sure to check out the tavern that we have right here at the docks. And I'm sure you can find some place to sell whatever it is you're wanting to sell. In the meantime, once you're finished with that, I could use some help in finding my daughter who's been missing for many months and willing to pay handsomely if you guys have any interest in looking.
Well, as handsome as I am, the cost would be pretty high.
Many months.
Uh,
She's probably
I'd
dead
be.
by now.
He sort of lowers his head, is like many people around the town have suggested that, but I'm convinced she has to be somewhere. I wasn't on the best terms with
Okay.
her, but I'm desperate to find her. I'm willing to pay 1,000 silver pieces to you each if you can bring me any information as to
Each?
where, as if any information even as to where she is.
Could I roll? Can I roll something to sense if he was like telling the truth about the money, or
Sure,
like if he's trying to bluff us or something?
sure. We'll call that a difficulty rating. That'll be presence again. Difficulty rating of 12.
Well, I just rolled and I got a 16.
Well, there you go. You don't perceive. You seem like he's being sincere, both in terms, in all of it, that his daughter's missing, that he's willing to pay the money,
Wait,
that he actually does want to know where she is and what's happened to her.
did I say 12 or 16?
You said you rolled a 16, I thought.
Okay, yeah.
Even if you rolled a 12, that would be a success.
Okay. Well, if you give us half up front, we'll definitely make sure that we find your daughter, whether it be dead or alive.
He says, he looks at you, he sort of thinks for a moment, sort of scoffs a bit. He says, what about
I give
a
him
third? What about a third?
Could I roll like a persuasion
a third.
to see if you would actually do like half of it up front right
You
now?
could roll. You know what, Austin? I'll let you roll. Once again, I'll let you roll the present, but that's going to be nearly impossible. That's going to be a 8. I'm going to call that nearly impossible. Difficulty rating of 18.
Okay, difficulty of what?
18. You got to hit an 18 or better
All right.
with your presence roll.
That's a 15.
No. Okay. He offers, he says, what about a third? 1,000 silver pieces. If you guys will even just try to see up front, see what you could find out. And if you come back with even valuable information, it tells me where she is, I'll pay the rest. I'll pay the 2,000 silver beyond that.
Fair enough. Hand it over.
All right. He says, why don't you go into the Green Kraken here, have a few drinks. I'll have to go and fetch the money, and I'll have it sent out to you.
Okay. And then you can give us the information you have so far on your daughter.
Her name is Veronica. She's a very talented artist. She paints landscapes, and she disappeared about 6 months ago. Just as you suggested, everyone here thinks that she's dead. I don't know. I have to wonder if the witch in the swamp has something to do with it. I mean, she causes so much trouble on this island.
All right. While my captain and whatever Kevin's character's name is, while they're doing drinking and all that, I shall go talk to a salesman because I want to get these goods out of here. I don't want to be tracked towards us to where the captain comes after us.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your character's name?
Mimic.
Mimic. We'll meet you there.
All right.
Well, when you're
And what? Yeah. Guys, or anyone else I pass.
okay.
Um,
Sounds good.
yeah, Mimic. she's going to the tavern. After a little bit, you have some guy come running, younger guy. He's got in a bag, it's 1,000 silver pieces. He brings it and says, "The governor told me to give you this."
Good, good, good.
In terms of selling the rum, you see several other, as you guys are unloading all of this, you see several people walking up and down the docks, very piratey looking people, kind of looking at you guys like, who are the new guys in town and what are they up to? And where did they get their stuff? Kind of is the look that they're giving you. But if you are looking to sell, you easily find some people willing to purchase the rum. So, are you going to sell the treasure as well?
Is it like any value for just having it as like treasure? Like, can we do anything with the treasure other than selling it?
Are any of them marked or anything like that?
Nothing is marked that you can see. No, you don't see any mark. Yeah.
Okay.
The special cargo that you found
Go ahead
was
and sell it.
the golden. It was golden coins and treasures, jewels, things like that. Worth that alone was worth what? Wait, what did I tell you guys?
1,000 silver, you said.
Yes, 1,000. No, 2,000.
Yeah,
2,000.
I need to have my eyes checked. No, it's worth 10,000 silver.
10,000. Okay, cool.
My apologies. As I scroll back and look and lean in, I'm like, wait, that's 4. That's not 3 zeros. That's 4 zeros.
Could I possibly barter that up to like maybe like 15,000?
No.
Wait.
You're not going to find anybody. If anything, somebody's going to try to swindle you out of it. You're not going to find anybody on this island that's going to give you more than what it's worth.
All right. Then I'll just sell it for the. How much was it for again? 10,000.
10,000 silver. Yeah.
All right. I'll sell it for the 10,000 silver.
All right. And for the
I like the effects of the lights on the buildings here.
Yeah.
That's
the 6 barrels of rum, we'll say, I don't really have a dollar amount on that.
I think we'll keep the rum.
Okay. All of it? All 6 barrels? I mean, that's up to you if you want.
Yeah. I mean, he's captain.
We always need rum on the boat.
You leave the rum on the boat.
We sell everything else but the rum.
Yes, we leave the rum on. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I would say I know it's not a very dramatic stopping point, but that's probably a good. So, I mean, here's the information you guys have. The governor has a missing daughter, willing to pay handsomely to find out something about her, right? You see the big ship in port that you assume belongs to Captain Davies. He mentioned this witch out in the swamps here on Black Coral Bay. I mean, he's just pointing you in that direction. Whether she's involved or not, you really don't know. But those are all things to consider for next time. And you did just get 10,000 silver for the, which is what I rolled for, that was on the other ship that you sunk.
Technically,
about 20 miles, 20 miles off the coast.
So in total, we have 11,000 for the entire party.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes. So what we'll do is you'll both take 4,000 each. And I'll take 2,000. And the initial 1,000 right now for the mission.
All right.
Okay, works for me.
And I would say with that extra money, we could probably buy some actual gear, like swords, guns, to get us some actual starting equipment.
All right. And we can talk about that at the beginning of next session, I think.
Yes.
I would like to point out, though, if you do look at this, you guys, your characters can see basically what you guys can see on this map that says Coral Town. You see this lighthouse that's up on this hill over to the left, and you see off in the distance the silhouette of some kind of castle.
That's probably where the Wicked Witch is.
Well, for what it's worth, the governor said she's in the swamp. And based on what you see, it doesn't look like that's like on a rock off the coast. It's not, or off to the side of the island. It doesn't appear to be in a swamp.
And I guess an evil overlord. But yeah, I think that'll be a good stopping point. We sold all our goods. Now we have a good amount of silver. Yeah, I think that's a good
Works
stopping
for
point.
me.
All right, and I'm glad we got ship combat in, even if it was, and my apologies for everybody watching, a little clunky, just because once again, this is, I was totally new to doing the ship combat within Pirate Borg, but for those, Ned's played Pirate Borg with me before. I was trying to get this, wanted this to be a bit more piratey, so I did want to get some of that ship combat in.
No, it's good. It worked well.
And we won't set an exact date just as of yet. We'll get into chat and hash something out as to when we might can finish. Because I think we could, from this point, I think one more session, we could wrap up this as a story. Although, truth be told, there's a lot in Black Coral Bay that you could do. I mean, you could actually do several sessions, but
There's a lot of side quests.
yeah, correct. There's a lot of things to explore.
Well, it's something we can always come back to with the same characters.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But I
mean,
think
I like
with even one more session, we can complete a story. So,
And maybe we can even find some new crew members here too.
that would be cool. And actually, Austin, that's a great idea. In that, if we do have some other people that would be interested in playing, now that you're in Coral Town, that would be an easy way to bring them in. That you would pick up additional crew.
Right.
That would actually be an awesome.
All right, that sounds good.
All right. Well, I hope you guys had fun.
I did.
Yes.
For anybody still watching or with us, or even checking this out later on the YouTube channel, please give us a like if you do that. Once again, I'm Commander Dan. I'll let everybody kind of give their final goodbyes for the evening. Kevin?
I'm Kevin, Mjolnir Press on most socials. It was fun to finally sit down and have Dan run a game for me. It was a little interested in Pirate Borg since I came out, so it was good to get together. I'm hopping off to Austin.
Hi, I'm Austin, the ghost who likes to cause chaos, I guess, especially in this campaign. I like to do torture against other pirates like this. Anything fantasy I'm really into. And I have no socials. And I'm out. I'm going to move it over to Ned.
Okay. Well, I'm Ned. I'm probably the newest of the group. But you can find me on Discord under Edmund/Ned.
Cool. And once again, I want to make sure, even though he's not on screen, give a shout out to Guildmaster Scott, who's been running the stream behind the scenes and keeping our music and sounds going via Sirenscape. Really appreciate him doing that, and all the work he does for the Random Encounters Guild. Okay. Oh, and Scott just let me know that we're going to raid Modifius after this, so stick with us for the raid. So with that said, Yep. This be Commander Dan signing off with the Random Encounters Guild. R.
Time.
Good night, everyone.